Welcome back to World of Warcraft. We're playing on the hardcore anniversary realm named Soulseeker. We're just outside Razor and Kroll. And it appears that the last member of our group has finally arrived. We will be healing this time. It's the first run. I'm hoping I can do one or two more, where I will be maybe level 33. And I can tank it in bear form. Do have a level 34 warrior. I believe we're gonna be just fine. I need to equip some of the intellect gear before I completely forget about it. And the boots, of course. Maybe the rod. Can't really use these bracers. You can see the warlock is gathering some soul shards. So who is missing a buff? Maybe the tiger? Not sure how much difference it's going to make. And of course we have to enable our healing add-on here. This is Zug the tiger. Finally do have thorns, even though it's probably not even that good. Maybe, hold on. The warlock is not using the imp, which means the fire shield is not an option. Decided to use a Nerd Shock on me. How much damage did that do? 131. Considerable, but still. I really should not be getting hit at all. Outside the occasional spell, maybe. Somewhat worried about mana. Just realized I only have 15 drinks. This is a mistake you don't really want to make. And we don't have a mage in the group either, which is normally a good thing. You can try casting some lower level healing touch. Probably not as mana efficient still. Not a good idea to let the warrior drop too low though. People might panic. The male surcoat. Hey, it's not half bad. The warrior needed. Not surprising at all. Could go either way. So I think the path to the left here that we chose is a boss that will mind control people. Can't remember if we could dispel it. No, maybe not. Can use the War Storm to stun them for a moment. It's a fast cast time, half a second. Can't really use Entangling Roots since we are indoors. I think I'm better off saving this scroll. There's the AoE stun. Okay, they send a pet on one of these. Don't mind controlling it. Maybe they're not going to cast it at all. This is the Death Speaker Mantle. Not really an upgrade. I wonder if the Warlock is going to need it. Probably not, though. Has 0 stamina. Oh, he selected Greed already. Never even saw the ward. Should be another stealth enemy nearby. And we have an herb we can collect right now. This is a Fade Leaf. Let's make sure that nobody dies. We can pick that on the way to the other boss. And a bulky bludgeon. Almost expected this to sell for more, and then I remembered we are level 30. This is a solid chest piece. 7 agility and 6 stamina. definitely more stamina than the prospectors. Nobody wanted that. There is a locked chest here. Now, speaking of locked items, I do have a lockbox. Let's ask the rogue if they can open it. And should place that in will not be traded. Almost excited to see what exactly is inside. Just disappointment. The gloves of the pilferer. 8 points of agility. Requires lucky charms. I'm not even sure what to make of that. Maybe a rogue is going to need on something like this.
Victory for Gabagan.
Come to think of it, I should be further away. Let's make sure the cat is getting some healing too. Can tell the warrior is sad. They wanted the axe. We were lucky enough to get this pretty fast. Who's taking damage? The warlock. The rogue is just taunting him. That being said, it's not exactly that rare of a drop, but I believe most of the time you will see the helmet. Could have been a disastrous pull. Let's use regrowth on the tank here. Definitely like the druid so far. I believe healing over time makes the entire process a bit more laid back. Apparently a rare is somewhere around here. They can decide which item would drop from the rare. A staff or a helmet. We're leading the Warlock. And I don't think... Hold on. No, the Rogue passed on it too. The Mantle of Shadow Wrath. I guess if someone is going to use that item, it's probably a Warlock. I'm not sure if they're going to need it though. The Earthcaller. And there is the... Wait. Is that the helmet they need? Stamina, intellect, and spirit. No idea why they needed that. I'm about to get carried away chatting here. Let's make sure the warrior doesn't die. He's been doing an exceptional job so far. We pulled a couple of enemies. And a 1 for the Warlock. Tiger is looking fine, slowly healing. Might run into trouble. I remember some of these enemies having a very annoying thunderclap ability. I don't believe we've been hit by anything yet. Look at that. A single piece of wool cloth. You might notice that we do have some mage weave bandages. I decided to do some inventory management. I used some of the cloth I had on the warrior. Increased first aid. We have a skill of 195. Just a normal bat. There are some greater ones. These are a bit more difficult to handle. Should probably be using... We pulled 2 more. We're gonna need a moment. Mana takes a while to recharge, to recover. No, I think the nectar is the best item we can use at the moment. We have to be level 35. I'm pretty sure the hunter wanted to figure out if druids can dispel magical effects. Played Alliance for 20 years. Of course we failed. Welcome to the good side, says the rogue. I'm not sure about that. In fact, most of the quests that you can do leveling as a horde character don't really leave much room for debate. You're committing some truly, well, how can I phrase this, questionable acts. Especially in the Eastern Kingdoms if you start as a Forsaken. I'm not sure if the warrior is just avoiding everything. Not even using a shield. And these are the Tauren leggings. We can go ahead and only here for the helmet. All this for an intellect and spirit helmet. We have a chance to replace these leggings from the Barons. Can sell these for 5 silver. Good enough for me. We're not really going to need money anytime soon. Maybe for the dual specialization. This is the Crystal Starfire Medallion. I mean, we don't have anything, so... Although I could probably say the same for most people. We rolled a 2. Hold on, I'm pretty sure the Warlock just got another one. I'm not sure what's going on. No idea why the Warlock is complaining. The Deep Fathom Ring. I'm not sure if this is the first hunter. Well, this is definitely not the first hunter that has that ring. Pretty sure we lost one to a hunter, in fact. The pet tanking. No, somehow it's taking damage. Let's go ahead and skin what we can. I'm pretty sure we don't have any more bats to kill. Just in time for the boss, and we don't have to rebuff. I do remember the hunter mentioning that they didn't want to bother with the escort quest, which is fine. It does take quite some time, especially...
Troublesome whelps! I'll teach you to interfere!
If you're in hardcore and you have to take it slow.
You outsiders will pay for encroaching on our land! Bah! My power rules here! Our new allies will avenge us!
And we have a chance to roll on a ring. Stamina and spirit. I mean, it's not a bad item. Not that great either. I think I'm going to let the other two roll for it. They're getting a bit annoyed by the whole item drop and... I don't really care about the escort. I'm sure we'll have the chance to complete it at some point. And I think the hunter won this one. Right, so everybody's leaving. Let's go back. We have the chance to skin some of these enemies. Well, maybe not this one. Maybe not. Maybe they just despawned. Skill is not high enough. That is fine. I'm going to end the recording here. Thank you for watching. This was somewhat of a bizarre episode. Not very common to see people arguing about loot. We were lucky enough to loot both leggings and of course the helmet. Which is, I mean, a lot better than what I imagined would drop here. With a rogue mention a drop, I thought it would be either a feral item or maybe something with strength. It is not. And we also have the small scroll. Need to take that to Varimarthas. So thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next part.